Good morning with the Vikings. Today is May 7th and it's a day 3 schedule.
We're back in the studio live using WCAT 15, which is very exciting.
But that also means that we may run into a few technical difficulties, so thanks for sticking with us.
This week is Teacher Appreciation Week.
We appreciate all the teachers here at WHS, and we want to thank them all.
Here we have Wake Up Winthrop's John to tell us about who they appreciate and the fond memories of our Winthrop High School teachers.
May 4th marked Teacher Appreciation Day, a day in which teachers get a 20% discount at Buffalo Wild Wings and are recognized by the school community for all the important work they do for the students of this town. At Wake Up Winthrop, we wanted to take a moment to highlight some of the amazing work that our teachers do for us every day. Teachers are imperative in the growth and development of students as they go from young children to young adults. We see learning and growing in our hallways. Throughout the last year, teachers have had to adjust their learning styles, get used to many different models of learning, and ensure our students were both learning and felt supported in a difficult time for all of us. We caught up with some students to hear some of their favorite memories and a word of appreciation to the staff and teachers at Winthrop High School.
I appreciate Mr. Parsons because of all the stuff he does for us, and outside of the classroom. He does a lot of helping out with the sports teams and really giving extra work and stuff like that. So I really appreciate what he does for the school.
A teacher that I really appreciate here at WHS would be Miss Kelly. She's just been a really great help over the 4 years. And, she's just always there whenever you need her, and she's just a great teacher overall.
I'm really thankful for our student council advisors, our class of 21 advisor, Ms. Danio, and the e-board advisors, Ms. Kelly and Ms. Del Solio. They've done a lot for me and the whole school in general, even though people don't notice, and I really appreciate them, and I think they should get more recognition for all their hard work.
I'm thankful for Mr. Tarantino and Mr. Beck specifically because they've both been teachers who've given me a lot of insight into not just school and really hard classes, but life too.
I appreciate Coach Caggan for everything that he does for all the kids in the school, especially with the football team and how he helps. He's such a good leader, and thank you, Coach Cadigan.
A teacher I appreciate is Mr. Dixon because his class is the best and he's always an understanding teacher.
I appreciate Mr. Kearney because he just helps me out whenever I need it. He's always there to talk to, and he can just lend a helping hand whenever you need it.
I appreciate Mr. Tarantino for all the hard work and that he puts to make the class very fun.
I appreciate Mr. Cadigan because he puts in a lot of work for our class. It makes it really fun. Yeah, his class is really good to be in.
I appreciate Mr. Leonardo because I like the way he does his notes, which makes it easier for me to learn.
I appreciate Mr. Tarantino because he's one of the nicest teachers probably in the building. Teaches probably better than 99% of them, just being honest.
A teacher I really appreciate this year is Miss Irvine. She just brings a lot of positive energy to class, very energetic too.
A teacher I appreciate is Miss Kelly because I've always not really liked Spanish that much, but this year it just made it a lot easier for me because she just makes it really easy to learn and she brings a good energy to class.
Alright, so I've got a bunch of teachers that I'm thankful for. I'm going to start with Mr. Beck, Miss Flanagan, Mr. Brett Davis, Mr. Brian Davis, got to go with Mr. Tarantino. A lot of great people. Miss D'Amico too, has helped a lot with college and everything. And if I didn't mention you, you're probably still on the list. It's just we got a good amount of teachers here at Winthrop High School, so can't state that enough.
As you can see, the students here at Winthrop High School community really appreciate all the work that the teachers put in to make the best possible educational experience. I know we are not able to get every teacher, but just know that each and every one of you are appreciated. You help create an amazing school community with all creative talents. Thank you for all your hard work you put in to make us the best individuals that we can be.
Thank you, John, and thank you to all of our teachers. We really appreciate all that you guys do for us, especially in this difficult year.
Now on to a new WHS tradition, Color Wars. Color Wars is a week-long Spirit Week and Field Day type of event to make up for our loss of pep rally.
And here we have a segment that will hopefully get you a little bit more hype about the event. Hey, did I hear someone say Color Wars and Spirit Week? It's coming up real quick. We got plenty of people very hyped for it. The MCs, all the classes, they're all getting ready, talking about who's going to win. And honestly, I don't even know who's going to win. But we saw some people in the halls. Let's go see what they had to say.
Oh man, am I excited for Color Wars this week. Man, Field Day, Color Wars, coming right at you next week, baby. And listen, I heard that my colleague, Mr. Tarantino, thinks he's going to be a better MC than Dapper D, Mr. 123, Mr. Captain Palin, E-I-E-I-O.
Oh man, am I hyped. That guy Palin though, I don't know about him. He doesn't have the same energy that I have. Am I right, guys? You know what I'm talking about. I'm so ready for this.
Excited for color wars, bro.
I know, that's gonna be so lit when that happens.
Yo, I think the freshmen are gonna. It's gonna be light work. Fucking.
No, freshmen are definitely gonna win. Freshmen are gonna win.
Sophomores all day, bro.
Freshmen are gonna win, I swear.
Too easy for the freshmen. Easy W. Yeah, we're working hard for this. Water balloon toss. Easy. Yup.
Yeah, no, this week, seniors got it all the way. All the way. Sophomores didn't even stand a chance.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Mr. Tarantino, when I get you out on that field, you're gonna see something that you never saw coming, pal. But I'll tell you right now, we're gonna put on quite the show for all of our students on Color Day coming up next week out on Miller Field.
We've been training in the off season a lot, we've been grinding every day after school, just trying to get better and prepare ourselves for the competition.
So yeah, actually Wednesdays are a big day for us. Like on the half days, we come and we start working hard as much as we can, a little bit of sprinting, all that. I don't think the competition can keep up with us.
Yeah, we pretty much just hit the marketplace every Wednesday by about 100 pies. Yeah, we've just been training.
So, Jess and I are doing the tug of war. We've been hitting the gym every day after school. We've been lifting. Jess and I have been benching 300 pounds each, and we're working our way up to 500. But I mean, it's slow, but we're getting there.
Yeah, it's gonna be the most fun we've had since this pandemic began. It's gonna be the greatest thing to come to Winthrop High School since Chicken Patty Day in the cafeteria. Listen here, everybody. Show up, do your best, and remember, Mr. Palin, the #1 MC, Mr. Tarantino. See you later, pal. Yeah, Palin out.
So for field day next week, I bet the seniors are going to do really well. Me personally, I've been practicing tennis for the past 2 weeks, so my agility is all up. I'm ready for tug of war. Yeah. Spirit Week.
We fall into the seniors, freshman, and sophomore year, and this year we're gonna win. We expect to win, and we will win. So we're getting that dub.
Getting the dub.
Seems like everyone's so hyped for this, and we can't wait. And after hearing what everyone's gonna say, honestly, I think the seniors are gonna win like always. No one can beat us, and the sophomores got nothing on us. Let's go. Thank you guys. We can't wait for the Color Wars, and we hope that everyone dresses up and participates in the Spirit Week. The more people that take part, the more fun it will be.
Our spring sports athletes have been attending preseason practices that start today, and despite the rain, golf has been hitting the links.
This week, we want to highlight our baseball, softball, and golf teams.
Here we have Kyle for more about the spring season.
As the spring season starts, the baseball and softball teams begin to hit the field, while the golf team continues their successful season. With all the spring teams missing their complete seasons, they are very excited to take the field and get back to competing.
The golf team was scheduled to finish their season up this week, but the weather had different plans. They took on Medford and Revere this week. They defeated Medford but could not provide a result for their match against Revere as they played it last night. They will finish up their season with a game against Malden next Tuesday. We caught up with Evan Smontress to get his thoughts on the season.
So this year, it is definitely a short season, but we're thankful to have any season at this point. And it's a lot of new players on the team. It's a lot of young players who are just kind of learning how to play competitive golf. But it's great. It's good to see the program growing from the bottom up. And I'm very confident of where the golf team will be when I leave this year. So looking back, I've been on the team for 5 years now. When I started, there was a different coach, Coach Lyons, and that's when I really found, how much I really enjoyed playing competitive golf and learning all the rules of golf, and really just being part of a sport where, it's not a team sport. You really depend on yourself at the end of the day. And then, of course, come freshman year, I had Mr. Cross join. He's one of the best coaches I've ever had. We've had great times playing golf with all of our team. And what I really look back and take from golf is all that is done for me outside the course. I think about how much my mental strength has been built by golf. I think about how my communication skills have been built. And that's what you really want to take away from a sport that you love, is not exactly what you learned, on the course, but how much it's made you a better person off the course. And I think that's what I'll really take from golf.
The baseball and softball teams started to hit the field this past week, with finishing their 2019 season with a record of 6-14 and having no season last year due to COVID. Senior captains Bobby Hubert, Cam Conway, David DeChico, and the rest of the Vikings look forward to a successful baseball season. They take on Marblehead in the first game of the season today. The Vikings softball team finishing their 2019 season with a record of 6-14. This year, led by Nellie Carter and Sophia Vitale, the softball team hopes to have a great season. The Lady Vikings play the Swampscott later on today. We caught up with David DeChico and Summer Talent to get their thoughts on the upcoming season.
I think the season's going to go well. I'm really excited to, I feel like we're going to shock a lot of teams and, come out with a lot of W's.
I think the season's going to be really good. We're going to face some really hard teams, but I think we can ultimately come out on top, and I'm really excited to see how far we go this season.
I feel like, again, we're really changing the culture of Winthrop baseball this year, and I feel like a lot of the younger kids are going to step up, and there's a lot of older leadership, a lot of experienced guys that are really going to help improve and make a difference this season.
This season isn't much different from last, other than that we're doing it during COVID, but I just really hope that we have a great season and we have a lot of great girls, so that's all I'm excited about.
Our team goals this year is definitely to win a 90C championship and contend in the state playoff. I think another goal of ours is to change the culture of Winthrop baseball and just go out there and have a blast.
Our team's goal this year is to make it as far as we possibly can. We got approved for playoffs for the spring, so we're hoping that we can get as far as possible.
That's it for sports this week. Congratulations to the golf team on another successful season, and good luck to the spring sports teams competing today. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Kyle, and good luck to all of our spring athletes in the upcoming season.
Here at WHS, many of our students have their own talents and hobbies.
One of them being sophomore Juan Pablo, who's going to show off some skills while riding his bike.
Oh, we don't have that story.
All right, so we actually don't have that story, and that's all we have for you guys this week, so
roll bikes.